is Papa Shango. And you are listening to ICOPOD. Beware of Papa Shango. Beware of voodoo. And definitely beware of ICOPOD.
And we're back with episode 117 of ICOPOD. I'm Bob Downey Jr. And with me, as always, is Dallas Gridley and the man who purchased the OnlyFans premium page of Tammy Sitch. Austin Skinner is here as well. Dallas, Austin, how you guys doing this time around?
Is that a confirmed thing right there? Because I wasn't sure if
he texted me. And Austin's laughing and not saying anything right now, but he texted me and he said, "Wow, dude, for $39 a month, Tammy is looking mighty good."
Wait, is it really $39
for the low price of a brand new microwave a month? You can see just the peak conditioning, peak age. Very, very tight-bodied Sunny.
You could also just Google it and find it for free.
2020 hashtag, baby. Sunny days in 2020, buddy. No, I have not subscribed. I did see recently that fresh out of jail, out on bail, Sunny, is doing, I guess, dirty videos, which seems to be the only way she can make money in 2020.
Well, that's the thing is like she was doing that shit before too. It was like you could like sign up for like a Skype session or something, and I was like, "What?"
You know what? Yeah, she was.
And I think like I'm sure we all joked about it at some point. Like someone needs to do research and because what is possibly happening right now with Sunny?
Something tells me, and I could be way off and totally making this up, but something tells me Joe Sweet purchased the video.
Absolutely. If anyone out of our group of friends, out of anyone I know, I would probably pick Joe Sweet.
I don't know if he did, but something tells me he told me he did do that.
You're gonna have to do some research and get back to us on next episode.
Yeah, because like Bob wishes. No, I did not subscribe. No, I do not have $40 to give Tammy every fucking month. But it is pretty interesting to see that now she is in, I saw on Twitter, I think, that she's like in the top 3% of all contributors on that website already.
Yeah,
right.
She is.
Which is kind of alarming. Like, how many pictures and videos has she posted since she got out of jail?
That's a great point. I don't know if you can see that information if I go to it and not sign in. Hold on one second.
If you click on her link, I think the way it works is if you click on her link, you can't see anything.
Correct.
But tell you her stats, like, 400 pictures, 3 videos.
Just sign up and give us a live play-by-play of what's going on.
I don't know if I can do that, guys. Wait, why can I not? Oh, you know why? Because her Twitter is her name. It's not Sunny. That's why I can't find her. Yeah, it's WWE HOFer Sunny. Okay, so let's see. Can we see how many photos and videos are on her OnlyFans page?
I'm pretty sure you can.
I'm going to say there's about 1,100 pictures, 38 videos.
That's a lot.
Austin, what's your guess?
Most OnlyFans, I don't think they do that much. I'm going to say, I don't know. She's famous, I guess. So I'm going to say she's got like 300 videos. And maybe 800 pictures.
You guys are going to be pleasantly surprised because she has 377 photos and 12 videos
Oh, okay.
And it says 389 posts. I don't know what else she'd be posting besides pictures and videos, though.
Wait a minute. So she has under 500 total, really? And she's in the top 3% of contributors?
Yeah.
Let's do some math real quick, because it's actually $29.99 per month, and there's some subscription bundles if you sign up for 3 or 6 months. So she has 1.3 thousand fans, so 1,300 fans. Now we're gonna times that by 30. So every month she is making $39,000.
But they probably take a percentage of that.
I'm sure they do, but
and I believe on Twitter she had given out free subscriptions.
But only a couple
for a very short window.
But
so that number
might
be inflated.
I'm sure it is a little bit, but that is I think that was a limited thing. Oh, she also on here has an Amazon wish list, so we could see what you could buy Sunny. What she wants. She wants a Roomba. She wants some pots and pans, a Louis Vuitton bag.
Bitch, buy that shit yourself. If you're getting $30,000 a month, fuck you. I ain't buying you shit.
Right. Oh, now that's what I call country ballads.
She wants the CD, like the kids.
Yes,
like now
dude.
it's
that was literally
I need CD. Kids. I need Kids Bop for Kids Bop 47, please.
Let's not forget this broad is fucking 50, Bob. Okay.
Is she really
That's a old? Perfectly normal like mom thing to want.
Yeah.
I think that she is. Yeah, she's about that.
That's insane to me.
I mean,
95. So she was probably like early 20s.
She's 47 right now. Birthday's in December.
Well, there you go.
Cowboy boots.
Oh, there you go. She'll probably wear those in one of her videos. For me, man, like, I don't know. I think Sunny peaked in about 97.
For sure.
Wow.
So like anything after that, you're kind of fucked. And then for her to, let's just say this, right? So we'll say she papered 300 signups. So she's 10,000 signups a month, we'll say. Or no, you said it was 13,000?
1,300.
1,300. So yeah, we'll say she papered 300. She's getting 1,000 people a month.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the website probably takes 30%, I would think. She's still bringing in a shit ton of money a month.
No, she's doing real good from it. I also, I don't know if I want to say this right now. Never mind. I'll hold it off.
So, I don't know, man. I just, for her, like, great. You're fresh out of jail. There you go. You probably have the best job you've had in 20 years.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, but as far as me, man, no, I think I'm going to pass on the $30 a month subscription.
Yeah. Do you remember, Bob, I don't know if you were there. Do you remember seeing Sunny as a surprise at 2CW?
I do.
Yes.
I was there for that, yeah.
You were there? Okay, so I'll be...
That was Living on the Edge, honest. 2009.
Was it? So I'll be straight up honest. I had fucking no clue who she was when she walked out, to be honest. And I think I literally had to go, Austin, who is that? And he told me, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she was falling out of her top.
So if you type in Tammy Sitch 2009, the first 3 pictures, 2 of them are her as a ref in 2CW Wrestling. I'm almost positive that it's that in the Pastime Athletic Club. So I just wanted to point that out.
Well, we both got a picture with her.
Oh, yeah, I got a picture. She signed my ECW poster.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I big-timed her. I didn't bother.
Well, yeah, this is coming from the guy who wouldn't meet Hogan for $10, so.
Yeah, we just need to reconfirm that.
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
Oh, well, I'd pay for it for you, and then you'd have to do it, so.
Yes, the Mick Foley complex.
And Bret Hart, too. Oh, wait, no, I think I paid for Bret. Technically.
Either
Not
way.
directly, I paid my friend who had paid, for a group thing, so yeah. I didn't pay.
Yeah, well, it was Bret Hart, so you had to do it.
Yeah, he's an exception. All right, well, here we are with another week, though, of the good old fun ICOPOD. And last week, Raw was technically preempted.
Oh, you could tell.
Yeah.
That shit sucked.
Well,
yeah, last episode was bad.
Yeah, the last episode was was pretty bad. But the next week, technically, there was no Raw. There was the dog show.
Right.
So, but the last episode was not all that great. And I'm just going to say it right now for the Observer note. It still got a 2.8 rating.
How the fuck?
Yeah.
That seems ridiculously high.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard because I guess I don't pay attention to ratings too much, but I mean, just because it gets high, I mean, we could tune in and not really know what we're about to expect. It's once it starts dropping off, every quarter or whatever, where it's like, I'm sure if you broke down the hours, I bet you there's a little bit of a slope in there.
Well, yeah. I mean, usually if they were to start off with a feature match or something,
right,
it would likely dip down throughout the remaining.
Yeah, because that show sucked ass. So
yeah.
Well, and that's typically like when they take the average viewers. That first, I don't know, however they do the chunks of time, that first half hour, or no,
they break it down.
It's first 15 minutes.
It's every 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first 15 minutes is most likely like week after week your highest spike, and then it's slowly going to just go down from there. I would think in this time period, 95, because really think about it. How often do they close the show with like, oh my God, I can't wait till something happens next week? Like never. Usually it's like, and we're out of time. See you later. Like nothing happens. So,
well, speaking of that, I have a whole bunch of Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines, and they have like a section where they do like the quarter-hour breakdown for the Monday Night Wars. Mm-hmm. And when WCW ends up like tanking it, right? So like 2000, they would start off because like it was a 2-hour show at this point, but the first hour, Nitro's unopposed, so they'd be like a 3-8, 4.
Right.
And then as soon as 9 o'clock hits, it goes from like a 3.5 to a 2.6 or something. Yeah. It's just a huge nosedive, and then Raw's at like a 6.5. It's like holy crap.
That's insane. Those numbers to think about, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that 6 million people were watching a wrestling show in the early 2000s.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was like a combined, like on average, it was a combined like 12 million people, and then more than half of those people were watching Raw, though. Nitro's is there for the ride.
Well, what's a rating these days? Is it like a 2?
So I think
hovering around a 2, yeah.
Yeah, so SmackDown gets like a 2.1 a lot, I've noticed.
Okay.
And I mean, AEW and NXT have yet to either one of them hit a million.
That's right. Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's really hard, and I feel like the numbers could probably be skewed because a lot of streaming services. I mean, are they counting my rating from my YouTube TV instead of my not cable subscription? That's where I think it gets a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't count like DVR either.
And DVR. So
that's added separately.
So it gets a little bit weird.
Yeah, but still, dude, nobody's watching wrestling.
No, you know what? And I was listening to Eric Bischoff because like now at work I'll listen to a podcast or like 5, and he was talking about like he's running TNA, and he was like, yeah, well, you know what? We were doing like 2 million in like 2010, and it's like you can't compare the two because in 2010 there wasn't nearly as many options for streaming and all these things.
Right.
And then now, like on a Wednesday night, the amount of Netflix every freaking week has a new show that you're going to binge watch and all these other different things.
It's hard.
Yeah,
and now think of all the promotions that have come to prominence in the United States. There's a lot.
That's the thing. And so, for example, I just was trying to. This is the latest I could find that would, I think, comparable. Raw this past week got 1.82 million viewers. Now, that's a lot worse than they've normally been getting. I mean, they've really barely been breaking 2, but at the same time, the shows have been dreadful without crowds right now. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're also taking a hit because of that too. So I don't know. In general, yes, I don't think people are watching wrestling as much at all, and also the numbers are different because people are watching it on different days, or they're DVRing it, or they don't have cable and their numbers aren't getting counted as much. And so I don't know. I think it's a really interesting thing. Because, I mean, if you go online, I mean, wrestling still trends on Twitter and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that alone is a lot to be like, okay, like, people are still talking about it enough
Yeah,
to
but
get
as
it.
far as the consumption, it almost feels like, so you know how in the early 2000s, like reality shows were huge,
Yeah.
and now like they're barely on TV. Like nobody really gives a fuck about reality shows. I feel like maybe that's what happened to wrestling. Like in the 90s, it was like fucking holy shit, you gotta watch. And now it's almost like passe. Like, oh, you still watch wrestling shows? You know
Oh,
what I
it
mean? It's
absolutely
almost like a
is.
trend thing,
Yeah.
which is
and
really
they-
weird to think about.
It 100% is because, back when, Raw was so huge, you have to look at also what was really going on in pop culture. You have like Jerry Springer show and all these other things that were so like rambunctious and stuff.
yeah.
So it tied in with that. And then when that veered off and then Raw continued that same narrative and same kind of presentation, their ratings dipped. So now it's more of like a PG, like you can't say anything inappropriate, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And then and now it's just a steady decline because that's just what they're
Right.
doing. If they were to spice it up now, it might be different. You get a lot more people talking about it.
Yeah,
But
but I think also, I think to a degree, there's still a negative look at wrestling,
Completely.
and it's just like and we could talk about this for hours, but the typical, oh, that's fake, as we've all heard our entire
Well, and I
lives.
think it's still seen by a lot of people as like a Jerry Springer thing. Like, oh, because they don't watch, they don't know. They're like, oh yeah, that stuff's ridiculous. Which it's veered so far away from that now, but people are just tuned out and they don't care to re-educate themselves. I think
Yeah.
it has that stigma completely.
yeah, I mean, I have no interest in
No, I
present
don't.
day, at least when it comes to WWE. I can tune in. I'll tune into AEW, but I won't necessarily watch the whole show or anything. I'll watch guys that I like Brody Lee and stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, and I don't want to get into a long dialogue about it, but like Cody Rhodes to me is already kind of getting that vibe of like he's gonna go over everyone.
Hmm.
So like
Yeah.
he's beaten Darby Allin like what 3 times now, 2 or 3 times. So,
I think it was twice. I think it's twice now.
and they have a draw too or whatever. But it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to keep talking about that, but yeah, I know what you mean for sure.
All right. I think are we? Yeah, I think I took the wrong house show notes down for some of these at least. Unless
You would think that we haven't been doing this for 117 episodes, man.
Yeah, well, it's my first day.
Shit.
Yeah, he was
Let
sick.
me double check. I'm thinking maybe they wrote down the wrong month and I didn't fuck it up, but we'll see.
Well, while Bob's checking, I mean, he can continue the story a little bit too, but let's have some follow up, Bob. You texted me the other day, and you said, "Hey," and I said, "What?" Because you always text me with one word.
I do.
Hey,
I do it
hey,
on purpose.
what?
I go, "Hey" or "Yo."
Yo.
I always think it's something bad. And so he goes, "Hey, Arn Anderson answered my question on his podcast," and I was like, "No fucking way."
Yeah.
So I don't know if Austin even knew about this, but
No.
Bob
I
tweeted. All right, let me. You tweet a lot, but I replied to you, so let me see if I can even just pull it up, just to get the exact quote of what the question was. Because
I know it. I can say it. It's not. I remember.
well, you were busy. You were busy, so I was.
No,
you
I'm
had
not-
to make sure you didn't screw your notes up. So,
I definitely put the wrong shit on here. Whoops.
so basically,
Hang on a minute. So
Okay.
I originally wasn't going to say anything because I thought you listened to the Arn podcast. So I was going to wait for you to be like, "Oh my god, dude, he did it!" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, I don't even know if he fucking listens to this guy, so I might be waiting for nothing." So then I decided to text you and be like, "Hey, this is what happened."
yeah, which is good call because I don't because I mean I need to give it a shot is what I really need to do.
I think that's fair.
So, okay, so Arn Anderson, they tweet out that, hey, we're doing an Ask Arn episode. Leave the hashtag Ask Arn and ask a question. So Bob writes, Did you get pissed when Bunkhouse Buck dumped champagne on you during that promo at Bash
Oh
at the Beach
my
94?
God! No way!
And so,
No way!
And so I replied to Bob, a question we need an answer to. He looked pissed. Hashtag Ask Arn. And then so Bob texted me, Arn Anderson answered this question from our bonus episode that we just posted. And I don't know if we might have to try to figure out how to get an audio clip to throw up on our page or something, because man, I couldn't believe he answered this question. And so Bob, you can give the detail of what he said.
Yeah, so Conrad asks him, like, Bob Conley Jr. asks, were you pissed off when you got champagne poured on you during your promo at Bash at the Beach 94 or whatever? And Arn goes, did I look pissed off? And then, Conrad goes, yeah, you did. Like, champagne to the eyes isn't fun. Something along those lines. And Arn was just like, yeah, no, you're right. But no, I don't recall like being mad at Bunkhouse Buck about it, but it probably burned. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't expecting to actually have that question answered.
Oh man.
But maybe it was so bizarre, they're just like, whatever, like we'll go with it.
So that's what I think it was. And like he texted me this and I was like, this is the best thing that could happen. We just posted this episode and just watched the show.
I know.
And accidentally get a question asked on this big podcast about just this obscure moment that no one really even remembers.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure we brought that
about
up.
that on Twitter. Nobody's bringing that shit up. And here's Bob. And of course, that's the one they pick because, like Dallas said, who the fuck knows?
Well, I was listening to another one. I think it might have been Arn. And like some guy asked, would you rather fight 5 Brock Lesnar's or 12 miniature dogs that are Brock Lesnar? And Arn like legitimately took the time to think about it. He's like,
what the fuck?
He was like, probably Brock Lesnar's. And I was just like, what? Something like that. I couldn't remember. I was like, what? That is so weird.
Conrad's just bullshitting him anyway.
Yeah, the Arn podcast, I've only really listened to the Ask Arn Anythings because he's actually a really funny guy, Arn Anderson, which you would not think that from,
right.
I've heard, though. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, and I've been listening to some Tony Schiavone stuff. Not in order, but I've been just picking random ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! That's an every weeker for me.
Yeah,
and I literally sat now at home laughing to myself out loud because of the shit they do on that podcast. It is so good.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone is definitely a very entertaining podcast person. So I will be moving forward with that since I have my Apple AirPods. I can listen to it at work.
Yeah, well, we definitely need that Arn clip somewhere. That needs to be posted.
We're gonna, Bob, maybe we can...
link to the fucking, we need all that together.
We got to figure out how to, we'll talk. I think there's definitely something we can do to get that out of there and get that posted because I just can't even believe that it happened.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, you know what? Knowing that they can get answered, like I'll continue to do that. Just think of like ridiculous questions. And just, like,
and that's
did you really break Dustin Rhodes' arm in July of '94? Like, I need to know.
Well, now that we're going to be watching like for our bonus shows, if we see something and Arn's in it, we're about to ask some shit about why you pissed again. Why
what the hell? When your head was rammed in between both the rings at War Games, that hurt.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
I don't remember when that happened.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's gonna happen.
How have you had the same bald spot for the last 27 years?
He'll get fired up.
Nothing has changed. Hang on, I got coffee.
So that's pretty annoying.
Well, I'm glad we got that in there while you had to look for these house show notes. So that was a good time. That was a good time to forget those.
That's hilarious.
I thought it was pretty good. All right, let's get into some house show notes and then discuss some syndication news. We're not going to watch the various matches here because, I don't want to torture ourselves here. So a few house show notes that I correctly have gotten first try. Definitely did not have to go through and find them again.
Right.
Screw you, Austin. The first one is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for the World Wrestling Federation. It took place at the Spectrum on February 12th, 1995, and it had a crowd of 5,500.
That's good.
Well, no, it's not. For the Spectrum, 5,500 is a very small amount. I recently, and by recently, probably about 3 years ago, I watched a Spectrum house show in like 1986, and it had like a similar crowd. And I was like, oh, cool, that's going to be fucking packed. No, they had them all on the hard cam side, and every time they would pan over, because you can fit like 15,000 people in there.
The Spectrum's huge.
Yeah, it was an empty fucking place.
Well, I'm saying for this time period, usually didn't they just draw like 1,300 people somewhere?
Well, yeah. I mean, for maybe 95 WWF, it's good, but
right.
In general, it's not big.
Context, man.
I guess it's noted here that a scheduled match between The Undertaker and Iris did not take place due to a knee injury suffered by The Undertaker. So I'm sure refunds were provided if you were pissed off about that. The card features Kama taking on Quang, which is bizarre, but okay. The Bushwhackers squaring off against Well Done. WWF Women's Champion Bull Nakano defending against Alundra Blaze. Duke Droese in singles action against Mantar. So that's a thing. 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly in tag team action against the Heavenly Bodies. Razor Ramon taking on Bob Backlund. Shawn Michaels squaring off against Davey Boy Smith. WWF World Champion Diesel defending against WWF Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett. And then the main event saw Bret Hart taking on Owen Hart in a no-holds-barred match.
Oh.
The first part of that was pretty rough.
That's a trend here for these shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like. Now I have a question. A little side note: why don't we see Alundra Blaze and like Bull Nakano on Raw at all?
That's a great question. I think we've seen her once, maybe twice.
I'll be honest.
Well, it's been a while, yeah. Because just not to cut you off, Dallas, because a couple weeks there they were really heavily pushing the feud, and it was great shit. It was like the best stuff on Raw, and then gone. Nothing.
Yeah. The last time I remember seeing Blaze was on the August 1st, 94.
It's been a while.
Raw, and she had a really good match with Nakano.
Yeah.
And then
it's just
nothing.
Crazy to me. I just don't get it. And like they have this women's championship, and I wouldn't have known. I didn't know when she took it with her or when all that happened. But like you wouldn't have any idea.
Right.
I don't know.
They haven't really done a good job building that up.
Well, I think they still see it as a sideshow. I hate to say that.
I agree with that.
But I think even though it's super competitive and gets very high praise during its own time, I think that Vince still sees it as like literally a house show attraction. Like, oh no, we're not going to put that on TV. People don't want to see that.
So interesting. I do. I like her. I want to see them fight.
Alundra Blaze is good.
Well, I would like her a lot.
And like I said, I mean, and Bull Nakano is a legend anyway, but those two were tearing it fucking down on Raw. Like, best matches, arguably, of the year. Like, in the top 10, probably.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
top 10
crazy.
for sure.
So, and then to not have that new generation edge on your TV programming with women especially, like, you're fucking up. Like, you're missing a whole demographic right there.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a mistake.
So, yeah, it's really weird. I don't remember seeing much of it back then anyway, but I am so glad that we've watched through and kind of seen it from its fruition because fuck, like it's some hidden gem shit.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because the last couple of days I've been going through and downloading like WCW syndication stuff from like the early mid 90s, like WCW Pros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a loser and I do that type of stuff. And I was looking at like the match cards, right? And I'm like, okay, that's fucking Great Muda is on WCW Pro in 1997. Like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
So then, like 1996, I think it's like June of '96. It's Medusa against Bull Nakano. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's like that can't be real. So like I'm looking forward to like going through and like seeing that match because that just blows my mind that in 1996 on a freaking WCW Pro episode, it was randomly here's Medusa and Bull Nakano. I go have fun for probably 6 minutes or whatever.
Right.
That's crazy. Anyway, the most of that house show sucked, but I don't know. the better matches might have made me go.
I'm actually going to go to this one.
I would say I would probably go, but it would be a drag for a good chunk. Before intermission, it's a drag.
Yeah. Well, my gut tells me that I shouldn't. I should keep my money. Because house shows might be getting interesting moving forward.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to be a sucker. I'm not going to get as good seats with you guys. I'll probably do $15 seats. But yeah, I'm going for the last couple of matches for sure. Owen, Brett, Jarrett gets usually a decent match out of Razor, or vice versa. Razor gets a decent match out of Jeff Jarrett. Diesel Bob Backlund's got to be another 30 second. They must be just doing that.
You have it reversed. Ramon's fighting Backlund. Diesel's Jarrett.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine then. I like that better actually.
I think this is relatively strong. You have Nakano and Blaze.
Yeah.
You have Kid and Holly against the Heavenly Bodies.
Right.
Michaels and Bulldog.
Yeah.
Diesel, Jarrett, Brett, Owen. Aside from Bushwhackers, Well Done, and Drosy Mantar.
And Quang.
Well, Kama and Quang,
no,
whatever.
I don't like Kama. No.
Kama can do all right for me.
Okay.
I feel like it wouldn't be that horrible.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to go, but I'm not getting super expensive tickets.
I'm going to get front row seats.
Wow. Good luck. I got those once at a house show.
Dallas, you're going to get him with him. Who are you bullshitting?
I'd go with Bob, absolutely.
Yeah, front row, bitch.
Yeah, because he's my friend.
Yeah. I'm not doing
all right, let's go to the USWA on February 13th, 95, Memphis, Tennessee, Mid-South Coliseum. And this show drew 1,500 fans, which was a $9,000 gate. And it had 8 matches on the card, and hopefully we know some of these guys. Moondog Spot took on Jim Harris. Crusher Bones was in action against Moondog Rex. Gorgeous George III battled Chad Carlson. Scott Studd and Miss Texas battled Reggie B. Fine and Sweet Georgia Brown in a street fight. Tommy Rich and Doug Gilbert squared off against PG-13. Bill Dundee battled Brian Christopher. The USWA Unified World Champion Jerry Lawler defended against Bill Dundee. And then Jerry Lawler teamed up with Sid Vicious to take on Big Daddy Cyrus and Crusher Bones. The more that we go into this, the fewer people I know.
Yeah, but I'm still going to go. I'm going.
I'm going to skip that one, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like the last couple of matches, and even with like the Christopher Dundee was probably not bad. We get to see Sid with Lawler. Okay.
I don't know if Big Daddy Cyrus and Crusher Bones are. I'm not that far along in my Memphis watching.
Yeah, but Sid's just going to beat their ass. Yeah.
If there's a fireball, I'm in.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but the mixed tag team fucking False Count Anywhere or whatever, like I'm interested in that because it's going to be a shit show. A brawl. Street fight.
Yeah. I want to point out, I don't know if you guys even know who this is, but Gorgeous George III, I believe, would be known as the Maestro in WCW.
I think I do know.
Do you guys know who Scott Studd is? Or have we not talked about
I don't know who he is.
I'm not sure.
Scott Studd is Scotty Riggs.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that show. And front row is probably like $10, so I'm just gonna do that.
It probably is $10. I don't know their pricing, but it's probably not a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to that one.
All right. Well, let's go to Auburn Hills, Michigan, at the Palace for the World Wrestling Federation. This one drew 5,000 fans, and it featured 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly taking on the Heavenly Bodies. Kama in singles action again against the Brooklyn Brawler. Hakushi was in action against Duke Jerosi. The new Head Shrinkers in tag team action against the Blue Brothers. Doink the Clown took on Barry Horowitz. Here's an interesting match. Shawn Michaels in singles action against Lex Luger. Bret Hart battled Owen Hart in a no-holds-barred match. And your main event was once again WWF World Champion Diesel defending against WWF Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett.
That main event's got to be tanking the house shows. I hate to say that.
That's got to be better than Backlund. I mean, 5,000 fans, the Palace. The Palace probably has about 30,000 people you can fit. whatever. But I mean, you're probably doing better than with Backlund, I would imagine.
Yeah, but think of the main events prior to Diesel. How much better they were on paper.
Yeah, that's a key phrase there, on paper.
Yeah,
I've been tricked many a times looking at shows that were good on paper.
No, I know. I'm probably going to skip this one.
Yeah, I don't know if this one sounds as good.
Yeah, I'm probably going to skip it as well. I'm trying to look at the attendance figures for this place here. Oh, it's actually closed. It doesn't even exist anymore. That's ridiculous. You can fit 23,000 people in there.
Wow. Yeah, so not great.
It hasn't been imploded, has it? They began demolishing it.
Ah,
well,
okay. It had opened in 1988, and they're already freaking tearing it down. That's bizarre. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna skip this show too. I don't really think I'm gonna check that out. All right, the last one here is the USWA, which took place here on February 20th, 1995 in Memphis, Tennessee. Once again, drawing 1,500 fans for a $9,000 gate. We have 9 matches this time around, so people probably worked about 4 times. So let's.
Oh man.
Scott Studd took on Reggie B. Fine. Gorgeous George III squared off against Doug Basham. Spellbinder battled Chad Carlson. Moondog Rex battled Crush Your Bones. Miss Texas battled Sweet Georgia Brown in a street fight. Corey Macklin, who is a ring announcer, battled Big Business Brown. PG-13 squared off against Tommy Rich in Gorgeous George III. Bill Dundee competed in singles action against Brian Christopher in a bullwhip on a pole match. And then to close out the show, there was a bunkhouse battle royal.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not going to that one.
No way. I mean, no, there's no way. I'm surprised they got that many people there. For what? I don't even know. What is the draw there?
No.
The loyalists, I guess. I don't know.
Dallas is going to this one.
No.
You're a huge Doug Basham fan. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude.
No, I am not a Doug Basham fan. And I'll be honest, I've been wondering this whole time if this is the same Doug Basham that was in the Basham Brothers.
It is.
I know, I just Googled it.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, it has to be. There's no way someone else took the name Doug Basham.
Different guy.
I had to make sure, okay?
I get it. Yeah, that's just kind of an embarrassing show, I think, for USWA. Syndication here. Realistically, if we would have kept to our regular format, there'd be 3 matches for us to watch. But I'm not going to do that for these ones because really, at the end of the day, nothing of real substance comes out of this. So why waste 40 minutes of our lives?
Even if it does, they show it on Raw 16 fucking times.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So Shawn Michaels defeated Adam Bomb on the February 11th Superstars following a super kick after he avoided the slingshot clothesline from the apron. So Shawn Michaels getting some wins over some big guys leading into his match with Diesel at WrestleMania 11.
Right.
The previously mentioned match that was taking place on Action Zone on February 11th saw Lex Luger once again wrestle Tatanka, but this one ended in a double countout because Lex Luger, let's face it, at this point, is incapable of winning big matches against people that he should be beating.
He's cursed.
Yeah, there's no, they will not let him win a match.
No.
Which is just truly funny at this point. On the February 11th Superstars as well, Hakushi cut a promo, and by him, I mean his manager.
Right.
Saying that Bret Hart isn't known in Japan, and that Hakushi is better than both Diesel and Bret Hart. He's also the most respected star in Japan.
Yeah,
so,
that's a stretch.
It looks like we're going to be getting a Hakushi Bret Hart showdown here. There's been little hints to it recently.
I'm all for that, though.
Well, yeah, I take it over really anything else that Bret has going on at the moment, which is pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
On the February 18th Superstars, the WWF Tag Team Champions Smoking Guns defended against the New Head Shrinkers, and it is actually a pretty solid TV match. I would know that because I watched it about 3.5 years ago. It ended, though, in a double countout. So no one gets the win, nobody gets the loss. No one's hurt at the end of that. And last bit of news here from syndication on the February 18th edition of Superstars. Bret Hart was once again awarded the Wrestler of the Year award. So screw you, Diesel. We're still going to put it on Bret Hart. Same thing kind of happened with Lex Luger last year, and now the same thing happens to Diesel this year.
Well, and Bret Hart missed quite a bit of time, didn't he, in 94?
Well, I mean, from November and end of November. So you really missed like just December.
So he, in 11 months, he was able to win it when Diesel couldn't have all 12 months to do his best.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, well, I think the right guy won it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All right, well, that's all the news we got going into this one. But so the February 20th edition here of Monday Night Raw is a relative big one. And it was kind of teased at the end of our last episode, where they mentioned that the main event of the recent house shows would actually be on television, which shows you they must be killing it if they're going to give it to us on free television.
Right.
Diesel, the WWF World Champion, taking on WWF Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett. So you don't have to go to the arenas to watch this. You can just sit down and watch it on Monday Night Raw. And then also for King's Court, Shawn Michaels will be revealing a bodyguard.
Right.
Because he feels like he needs to be protected from both fans and all the wrestlers because, let's face it, everyone is coming after him. So this has potential here to be a rather memorable edition of Raw, at least for us, because really the last 4 months have really sucked.
Yeah.
So, for the most part.
I'm hoping Shawn's bodyguard is Man Mountain Rock.
That would be terrific.
And they're the new Rockers.
Oh, that's a really great idea. I was thinking, like, I'm hoping that it was going to be some other kind of, like, animal gimmick. Like, not Mantar, but maybe he can have, like, I don't know.
Buffalo Bill come out.
Bill.
Yeah.
What if, Dallas, you might have seen this episode, but I know Austin and I covered it. And as Conrad would say, you can check it out in the archives. What if Marty Jannetty comes out with a jacket over his head, reveals himself as, it's me, and tonight I'm fighting you for the #1 contendership at WrestleMania 11, beats him, and now it's Diesel against Marty Jannetty.
Dude, I'd mark out wicked fucking
Well, I mean,
hard,
Marty
dude.
Jannetty beat him for the IC strap doing the same thing.
That was amazing.
That was probably the best episode in '93.
It was amazing.
I'm not gonna say anything about Marty Jannetty.
He's a unique character.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? He's fucking good.
If you're friends with him on Facebook, it's a lot of entertainment. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh yeah, I mean, he might have suggested that he was gonna sleep with a girl that he thought was his daughter, but he wasn't quite sure, so he was.
And then it was a joke, guys.
Yeah, we're just joking.
He says a lot of weird shit, and he apparently has lots of girlfriends, but his real girlfriend is okay with it. It's a mess. And he tags people, and they all comment back, and they all really like it. I don't know. It's messy, but it's really great entertainment.
Yeah. I love Marty Jannetty way more than I thought I ever would, and I didn't even think I'd ever have that sentence come out of my mouth. But since watching from the beginning here, anytime Marty pops up, and he's like a bad penny, he's going to pop up. I'm all for it, and I want him to win every belt.
Okay.
I think he's super underrated.
Dude, he makes wrestling... He's like yawning and doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, like flawless.
So you're saying that if someone's called the Marty Jannetty of a tag team, it's a pretty good compliment.
Dude, that's a compliment to me.
Well, I mean, in terms of success, he didn't have quite the success that Shawn Michaels had.
Well, if I'm getting called Marty Jannetty, I'm taking that and running with it.
Well, yeah, you might as well, I guess.
So, suck on that.
I guess if you're like the Chris Harris of a tag team.
Ooh, yeah.
That might be a better comparison.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, Chris
That's-
Harris.
All right. Well, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
do it.
46 minutes and 19 seconds long. I will count down from 3, and then when I say play, you know what to do.
Yeah.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, play.
We're
Open it
live.
Right up. Yeah, right in the arena here.
Macon,
Macon,
Georgia.
Georgia. Which is a
Talking about-
rather small town.
I don't even know if I've ever even heard of it, but
I
here we
drove-
are.
Macon, Georgia's WCW territory.
Yeah, for
Cool.
sure.
It's a bizarre place.
That's actually a really great point.
They haven't been this south in a while.
Yeah. It's always been.
I don't think
Well,
they have
it-
since I watched. So,
They were
Yeah.
in Houston
Oh, that's true.
to start.
But-
the year.
is
Well,
Houston?
Generally.
Houston's a little more west though. Like,
Yeah, but it's also south.
well, no shit. But it's like you said, the Georgia. I mean,
Yeah.
and stuff. That's definitely more
Enemy
WCW.
territory, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeff Jarrett's standing in a dark room in a mirror with his lights flashing from his glasses and his hat, and he's talking how he's.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, the roadie's got an extra shoulder, and he's gonna be putting the belt so Roadie can carry both his belts tonight.
Hmm.
Oh. Everyone's heard of MTV Unplugged, but now the World Wrestling Federation goes unplugged, is what Diesel says from an undershot backstage, with big wide eyes.
I like how Diesel was standing in a shower. Like, what are you
Yeah,
fucking
what the hell?
Yeah.
At least Jarrett's like, yeah, it was just funny because he was in a dark room looking at himself in the mirror with his lights, but at least, I don't know, he wasn't standing in front of a brick wall. They're like a
Yeah.
white brick wall.
Yeah, and he had a kind of a creepy guy behind him clutching a belt.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, Bam Bam Bigelow starting us off.
Here we go, Bob.
Well, here's an interesting thing. Bam Bam's actually coming out to his music, not the corporate, not Ted DiBiase's music.
Good.
Yeah, I like that.
And now this is weird to me. Is like Ted's coming out with him, right? Which makes sense. But then Ted is carrying Undertaker's urn that IRS has been carrying.
It's because Ted's a dick, dude.
So now we're getting a little
Wait,
recap
so
of Lawrence Taylor's lawyer.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. Well, didn't Bundy steal it?
What? The urn?
The urn at Rumble.
Oof, God, I don't even remember.
I think Bundy stole it.
Well, either way, IRS has been the one who's been holding it.
Yeah, well, because they're feuding still.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Okay, so we got and apparently, yeah, 10 days ago on Superstars, Bam Bam was being mad, and then this past weekend on Superstars, another one of Lawrence Taylor's attorneys is talking about something.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're kind of saying that the idea of a match between Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow is, it's a cease and desist. So
This is weird. We're still hearing the voice of the attorney talking, but they've decided to cut away from the video part of that and just show the match, which, I mean, they're showing the match, so it makes sense. But
And by the way, the match, the enhancement guys had Bam Bam, like, on the mat the entire time.
now, would you think that Ryan Satin would think that enhancement guy just got too much offense in because Bam Bam was on the ground?
I was just going to say.
He just made Bam Bam look like a scrub. He out-wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow and had him on the mat.
At least they're similar in size.
No, fuck that. That guy looks shitty as fuck.
He
Well, he looked shitty.
He just arm dragged him.
Look at-
What the hell?
And tripped.
Dude,
and tripped. Is
Does
that
Ryan
Gary
Satin ever
Saba
see
or
the
whatever?
Yes, it is. They said his name.
Okay. It's getting
Oh,
bad when you know you can recognize the fucking enhancement
Jim
guy.
Cornette, by the way, is on commentary. I don't know if we made note of that.
Oh, I don't know if I realized, but yeah.
Good, I'm glad. Oh God, these guys are not.
kind of losing it here.
Yeah, they're not
Bad bump.
working together here very well.
Yeah, well, Ryan Sand kind of was annoying. I mean, I get the whole V trigger thing. Because, like, all right, you should probably win with at least your secondary finisher. But, I mean, am I going to be at home and be like, oh, if it's, let's say, Kenny Omega against John Moxley again. Am I going to sit there and be like, dude, he couldn't beat Joe Schmo, so I'm not going to check it out? Like, no, I'm going to still watch the match. It doesn't make sense.
Because Kenny Omega's still Kenny Omega. Like, holy shit. And if Bam Bam was just laying down on his stomach while this guy was on his back, that doesn't make me dislike Bam Bam any more than I already dislike him. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it makes him look like a scrub. Like, okay, you just got taken down and out wrestled by.
I see that point. Like, I don't know if I'd have him taking arm drags and like literally being out wrestled. Like if Saba here was able to get like a drop kick or something, or
yeah, I don't know.
Punches and stuff. But like I think to actually out wrestle the guy is a little weird.
I mean, and also we're watching a show from '95. It's a different time. Enhancement talent, I think, was used differently.
It was
to a degree that they are used now.
Yep.
Whereas
now we're programmed not to even see those.
I mean, I
mean,
like,
this
really
was common in '95.
And I mean, so WWE will still do enhancement talent matches, like they just did one on SmackDown, and like Sheamus beat the shit out of some dude. But they also are picking people that are little scrawny dudes. Like,
right. Well, that's what you do, yeah.
And AEW has been using enhancement talent because they don't have their entire roster for the past month of tapings that they had to do. So they're trying to still do competitive matches to entertain people.
Right.
And it's just a weird thing. I get it, but.
Well, you know what? And I also kind of think that, having lengthy matches for AEW in that regard could turn into a positive, because maybe you stumble upon a guy that's actually pretty good.
Right. You hire somebody.
Yeah. And I think that's the point to a degree, to be honest. And Bam Bam just won. Hooray. And so there's a guy standing in the front row. Bam Bam bites LT rules sign.
Yeah.
Bam Bam's looking right at him. He's pissed. Maybe it's a plant. Maybe he'll rip the sign. We'll see.
Maybe it's LT wearing a mask, and then he'll punch him in the face.
Very could have. Okay, so Ted just handed him a microphone.
No.
I hope you're out there, and I hope you're listening.
I'm winded as fuck after fighting Gary Saba. I can't take an NFL fucking superstar, but you know what? My career's going down the shitter anyway. So, LT, I want your ass at WrestleMania. Yeah, you heard me. Take your fancy glasses off and your damn chains and fight me at WrestleMania.
That's actually verbatim what he said.
Pretty much. Oh, Jim Cornette says they're smelling a lawsuit.
With the way that they have the camera, you can just really see just how poorly sewn on the flames are.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, it's really comically bad.
His grandma fucking crocheted the shit out of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It probably would have been made better if his grandma made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, back from commercial.
Yeah, we got the championship. Oh, it's a championship match. Diesel defending against Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Jarrett better win.
What is this? Oh, it's Adam Bomb. Yeah.
Why'd you have to spoil it? I didn't know who it was.
Oh, sorry, Sherry Martel.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that was good shit right there.
Dude, Sherry Martel was the best Asian guy I've ever seen.
In case you're wondering, what are we talking about? Bash at the Beach bonus episode of 1994 was published recently, so go check it out in the archives.
Take a look. Holy crap, look at this guy, Rip Rogers.
Rip Rogers?
That's weird.
This guy's a
because they're in Georgia.
On Twitter.
It's because they're in Georgia.
Yeah,
Rip Rogers is a famous trainer, too.
Well, yeah, and he always talks about, doing too much or whatever. So sometimes he'll go on rants on Twitter about, arm drags. Or, do a wrist lock instead of a Canadian destroyer off the top rope and kicking out at 2.
Which I guess is fair.
Well, yeah. The amount of times I've seen the Canadian destroyer as a fucking transition move is incredible.
Yeah, P.D. Williams loves that.
Yeah, he must be pissed.
Adam Bomb got a pretty solid reaction when he was just coming out. I wanted to make note.
Yeah, he also looks like a lot better in shape.
He's not as tan. He's definitely lost the tan.
Yeah, but he looks like he's not as chunky looking as he kind of had got.
The singlet fits again, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
He's not muffin topped.
Come on, Rip Rogers. Inside Cradle. Oh, follow your own rules, man. He just looked like a like a drunk uncle trying to get off the couch when he was leaning up after that shoulder block. He's got like the Ric Flair style boots there too, Mr. Rogers. Look at this. Wow,
His
Adam
gear
Bomb.
is fucking horrible.
It's 95, brother.
It's like the Billy Graham fucking tights.
Dude, I was just gonna say Billy Graham tights. I also was gonna mention, like, I think Adam Bomb's pyro that when he comes out is like wicked cool. Like, how did they figure out how to make a little mushroom cloud?
Adam Bomb's the shit. Like, let's just get that clear.
He is one of the most grossly misused people.
His look,
ever.
His ability, like, how did this guy not make it to the fucking top? I'll never know.
He is also one of the most bitter people in the world.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I watched one of his shoots on High Spots a couple weeks ago. And yeah, he was pissed. That was a nice little slingshot crossbody to the floor. The hell's going on with that?
This
He's been
guy
watching
right
some
here,
Psychosis videos or something.
Adam Bomb right here is Mike Awesome before Mike Awesome was even known by an American audience. That's who that is.
I mean, like a lesser version.
I don't know.
Mike Awesome was pretty good. I don't know if I would say Brian Clark, but what was that? That was a delayed reaction on a kick by Adam Bomb.
Well, this is going too long anyway. Like, they should probably just wrap this up.
Well, and the crowd doesn't really seem all that into it.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Well, because Rip Rogers is getting his ass beat, and they probably like him.
Yeah, but it's also Adam Bomb, who hasn't done anything for almost 2 years.
Except job at this point.
Like when you lose to Earthquake in 13 seconds at WrestleMania.
Holy crap.
It's usually not a good sign.
And then Earthquake is gone a couple of weeks after that. Like, you don't ever see him again.
Yeah, and then you have him like randomly on a Survivor Series team acting as if he's some kind of monster, and he has a tough time with Quang.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, all credibility is definitely shot at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. What's he doing? He's going to the top rope here.
Gonna hit his clothesline, dude.
Yeah. Still like the Adam Smasher. I prefer that.
Oh, yeah. No fucking question about it.
Why is this top rope? Okay. Yeah, never mind. Answer my own question. Adam Bomb wins.
Well, you're going to ask if that was his finisher?
He sure was.
Yeah, well, I don't remember him really using that. He like switched it like 3 times.
Well, because originally it was like a slingshot clothesline.
Yeah.
He would stand on the apron and slingshot in and clothesline the guy.
Okay.
And then he went to the Adam Smasher, which is just a powerbomb.
But looked really good because he'd like go down in the pin with you.
Yeah, and now he's doing this.
Yeah.
Which I would assume he's not doing the powerbomb because your heavyweight champion does the same move.
That makes sense.
Which, I mean, all right, fine, whatever. But come on.
So we're doing. Vince just said on commentary after this break, we're getting some special award from the WWF magazine with Bret Hart. They're giving away.
Oh yeah. From
Superstars this past weekend.
Who's this little girl in the ring with him?
I believe her name was Amy.
I hate that you know her fucking name.
It was in my review.
Oh.
100,000
which you can read
readers.
at WrestlingRecaps.com.
Yeah, I love Bret Hart. He's cute.
Here's my question. Do you think Bret
Amy
slept
Stewart? No, she looks very young.
No, but King did.
Hey! What if they spelled like Federation wrong? That'd be great.
Yeah, it's like Federation with
Federation.
Bret's like,
award of the people.
Everybody who reads that magazine, I only read dirty magazines. Never heard of this magazine before, but they tell me it's really good, so I'll accept the award. Amy, don't tell them about last night. Tell them about how good I am. She's like, oh my God, Bret, I love you. You're so cool. You're really good at wrestling moves. I really like when you do like that suplex thing. That's cool.
Look at the guy standing over on the other side there, just standing there watching.
look at her. She's awkwardly smiling and like keeps looking at him as if like someone's holding a gun to her. Like, yeah, be happy that you're saying next to Bret
Do I
Hart.
get my $100 yet?
Yeah, where's Ted DiBiase? I thought I was supposed to get $100.
Okay, guys. So time for King's Court, our favorite segment on the show.
No, fuck this.
Well,
King's
here's
not
a
already in the ring.
This is a poor transition. We shouldn't go from footage of a 14-year-old girl to Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Probably an indicator.
anyway, I'm actually surprised that this is as early in the show as it is. I feel like this is one of the bigger things they were getting ready to announce.
Yeah. How about King here with the King's coat on with nothing underneath? Just bare hairy chest.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
He has enough chest hair on him to keep himself warm.
Fuck. Yeah, that was a weird transition, though. I guess they don't care about Bret. They're like, yeah, he won an award. Cool. Let's talk about the real star, Shawn Michaels. King's just blabbing on here as he usually does. King's Court sucks, dude. Anybody who ever says that King's Court was good, fuck you. It never was.
Okay.
And I don't care if his guest is fucking Bruce Hart or Tiny Tim. Like, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, he's really hyping up this Japanese type of deal here. He's saying that if the editors had included the Japanese vote for the Wrestler of the Year award, that Bret never would have won it. He's saying that Bret is a racist.
after he just made a racist joke.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fine. That's probably why they immediately cued in Shawn Michaels' music.
Yeah, they're like, okay.
Whoops, all right, Shawn.
Look at Sean's little glasses. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, he didn't flip him down. He looked like a grandfather for his.
Oh man, that was bad.
Oh my lord.
His little John Lennon glasses.
I like that Shawn Michaels just walks down to the ring holding his arm up.
Yeah, he's
That's
a douchebag. I like it a lot.
He is getting absolutely no reaction.
No, of course not.
He flipped him back up.
They're in Georgia, dude.
Yeah, if they were to get like Marcus Alexander Bagwell right now, they'd be like, "Oh my God, it's Marcus Alexander Bagwell! Where's Stone Cold Scorpio? This is crazy."
Oh, sharing some exciting news, Shawn Michaels.
No, I couldn't decide between short hair or long hair, so I just got both.
I'm gonna blow the lid off the World Wrestling Federation.
You're looking at the man in pro wrestling today, King. And I know you prefer the young ones, but I am kind of older. I'm not really your type. But you could see me in a magazine a little bit later. Bret Hart gets the same copy every month.
Hey, Lawler, there's this hot blonde that comes into the company. Her name's going to be Tammy, and boy, am I going to rail her in the locker room. And she's going to put your crown on, and I'm going to fuck her like a king that I am, brother. All right. Also, your wife, Stacy, yeah, I fucked her in Memphis like 20 years before you got to bang her. So, sorry about that, brother.
The cat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a fan of the zebra stripe Shawn look here.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't know here. I think it's weird that they feel the need to put a bodyguard with Shawn again.
He does not need a bodyguard.
Like, hasn't he stepped out of that with Diesel? Like, okay, like, cool, that was a good angle. You got Diesel in. Great. No, wait, now he needs another manager?
Wait, what if it's Diesel?
Well, I could see it's gonna work as like I'm like the the little heel who.
What
like,
if it's Giant Gonzalez?
Well,
it's gonna be Mr. Hughes.
How about this? How about it's Mr. Hughes? So like, hey Shawn, I found my sunglasses.
That's who it's gonna be.
I'm ready to fight.
That's who it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know Dallas though, because I feel like it's played out. Like he doesn't really need that heater. I mean, he is the heater.
The new bodyguard of the Heartbreak Kid.
I hope it's somebody really, really disappointing.
The big, the bad, the vicious Sid.
It's Sid. Oh, and he's got the good music too.
What's the music?
It's the his WWF theme from like 90 that you would probably hear at Survivor Series 96.
It's like the Psycho song?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's coming out with jeans
It's shredded. I love it.
Oh my God.
And he's just yelling, "I'm back.
Wait, this is February of 95 in Macon, Georgia, and he is sweating like it's fucking 115 and there's no air conditioning.
It might have been
This
wrong.
is a perfect place to debut Sid, though.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Like, he's over.
This guy is shredded. This guy was in the USWA. What the hell was he doing there? God. He's getting paid by like $100 by Jerry Lawler.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, him and Lawler right here.
Yeah.
It's weird. Sid just needs to kill Shawn immediately. Like, oh, I'm the bodyguard. Yeah, fuck you, Shawn.
I'm surprised that Lawler just wasn't like, all right, Sid Psycho. Oh, shit, I fucked up another nickname.
Yeah.
Big Cool Daddy.
This is so weird.
So Sid's saying, people are asking, Shawn, why do you need another bodyguard when Diesel turned his back on you? And he said, he's going to tell us why. Oh, why he can trust him. They sat down, they had a talk.
We had tea. We had sandwiches.
We met at the Dunkin'
realized-
Donuts down the street 37 minutes ago. And boy, he really convinced me with that Boston cream donut. I was like, God damn it, there's so much cream in there.
He has no remorse for any living soul, and he has got half the brain that Shawn Michaels has. So
I'm sorry, can we just restart it?
We're live.
We're
Oh
live.
my God, I'm so sorry.
Holy fuck. This feels
Tell
so
you
out
right
of place,
now,
though.
If you ever blow on hot chocolate, it really cools it off, let me tell you. And then you can just drink it so good. If you put a marshmallow on it, it's really good. It's earth-shattering great. And I am the first person to try it. It's that simple. Marshmallow, do it. Shawn doesn't believe me, but you can believe me. I'm trying to get Shawn there. All right.
Shawn Michaels are gonna rule the world, and then it looks like King's trying to get Shawn or him to talk, and then they hit this music, they cut it, and now Sid's talking again.
Yeah. Because he's the man they call Sid.
Sid.
All right, so here's the deal. From here on out, as long as Sid is on television, I think every episode is going to be phenomenal. That should be it. Every other segment should just be a video promoting Sid, even if he has nothing going on.
He just feels so out of place, though. Like,
I don't give a fuck. You know what? Every time we sit down and record, I'm going to put on my Psycho Sid 1992. Well, I guess it's Sid Justice T-shirt that I bought.
mm-hmm.
And I'm probably going to just flaunt it. He should be the WWF World Champion tomorrow.
Right.
He should probably beat Diesel by the end of this taping live for the crowd. And then WrestleMania 11 will be canceled.
Right.
Be great. Oh, fuck my life. The
I
Blue
really
Brothers,
don't
really?
this.
Is that Dutch in the middle or no?
That is definitely Dutch Mantel, yeah.
Okay.
He's, what? Uncle's...
Uncle Zab?
Zab, yeah.
Yeah. I want to like these guys,
I don't.
What?
but I don't think I can.
Why would you want to?
I don't know. I like the pairing. I like the look. Like, it makes sense to me. Like, yeah, two big hillbilly guys with, like, the little hillbilly guy in the middle. I like
Yeah.
that.
They're using freaking WCW jobber guys. It's Mark Starr and Leroy Howard.
Well, I was going to say, that's why I don't actually like it. Because really the guys who are involved, like, no, I don't give a fuck.
Also, Cornette is kind of hyping these guys up as being potential challengers for the Smoking Guns. If we
Ugh.
get a Blue Brothers versus Smoking Guns match at WrestleMania 11, for the love of God, help me.
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't want to see
No,
that.
I really noticed that. I don't know if it's WWE. I don't know if it's Vince McMahon, but he really likes tag teams that look like each other.
Oh, yeah, like the identical tag teams? Yeah.
Like, as of 2020, it's still happening. They just debuted a tag team on NXT recently, and they literally look like each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's still happening.
Well, you
I mean,
can
these
name
ones are-
so many, dude. So many.
That's so bizarre, but like accurate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
Todd.
Todd Pattingo.
We're getting a picture-in-picture here.
he's talking about Bam Bam making his comments about beating Lawrence Taylor.
At least it's during this shithole of a match.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lawrence Taylor will be here next week on Monday Night Raw.
That's
Breaking
big.
news, Todd.
Yeah, that's
here's
big.
The thing. Is it going to be in person or are we going to get a video?
He said in person.
Regardless, I think people will tune in.
He said he will be there in person.
In person through a video or in person like in the arena?
Via satellite.
Yeah. Come on, Mark Starr. You know what, man? Mark Starr one time got a 1 count on freaking Stunning Steve Austin on a Worldwide in 1992. Bro. So he should be able to hold himself really well here against Ron Harris.
Why would they let him get that much offense against Stunning Steve?
It's WCW. They don't give a shit.
Hey. No, they don't care.
They don't care. Marcus Bagwell one time had like a 12-minute match with Rick Rude on Power Hour for the U.S. Championship. I don't know what the hell they're thinking there. Like, what are they doing? I don't know.
I'd watch it.
I have watched it, and let me tell you, it's not good.
Okay, fine.
Speaking of not good, I hope next week LT calls in using Hacksaw's 2x4.
Oh,
that'd be good.
This dude that you like, Bob, this job guy, just hurt his elbow because he put his elbow down on the slam.
Yeah, he for sure did. I saw that. Well, he looks like he's moving around now.
Yeah, by force.
You know what? Speaking of these Blue Brother guys, I was watching Memphis the other day, and they made their debut. And let me tell you, they look nothing like how they look right now. They are clean shaven. They have no tattoos. They each have one Shawn Michaels like earring in one of their ears. Yeah, they're like clean cut. They were brought in to because there was a sponsor for the USWA through like a country guy, some singer dude. And what's really funny is like they've already lost a match to like a lower level heel team. I just can't remember off the top of my head. So they're already like dead in the water, and they suck already. And that was like 8 years ago.
Right.
Oh,
and they still suck now.
Look at the job guy. Look at this. Holy shit. Okay, so
he just
these
kept
Blue
himself
brothers,
in there on purpose.
Well, so not only that, they couldn't get him in. They gave up. One of them was like, nah, forget it. Let's just do the move. The job guy had to pull the rope over his own arms and hold himself. And then Zeb was also holding the rope because it literally wasn't staying on his arms. That was so... I literally hate these guys.
What was that leg drop?
It was ass.
It was the Hogan.
That was way worse than Hogan. He planted his entire foot down and then dropped down.
Also, I don't like that their name is blue and they're not wearing blue at all. Come on.
Does he not know what the camera is? Is that what it is?
No, they don't.
See, I like the look.
Is there characters like mountain men or something or cavemen or something?
I don't think they've ever seen a camera like that either.
See, I like it. I like that he's got to pull him. I like that. That all makes sense to me. Bell rings.
Like an American version of the head shrinkers.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
No, they're on the same. No, I don't like it. And you know, maybe I'm biased because I hate the Harris brothers, but I like Jim Cornette's tie.
Yeah.
NBA All-Star Weekend last weekend. Diesel was there for the NBA Jam, sponsored by Fleer.
He was probably all about that too. I think he's a pretty big, like, basketball guy.
Well, probably. I mean, he did play for Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh,
by play, I mean like he was on the bench because his knee was always hurt. But I mean, he was there.
Well,
right.
So
he was like, yeah, you know, I do that fake thing, wrestling, but this is a real sport, so I'll come out and talk to the real stars here.
So they're showing Diesel with all these other celebrities, trying to make him look really high profile as the champion.
They have been this whole time. They're like trying to plug him as this big star, and he's not.
Well, it's weird because they're trying to make it look celebrity level, and it's not really coming off like that on TV.
Little do we know, Diesel actually had to pay a ticket to take a picture and handshake with all those basketball players.
Dude, probably.
They had no idea who he was.
Well, and the whole thing is like they've done it a couple times where he's like standing with these celebrities, but it comes off as like these guys are the real stars. Let us put our guy next to him so you think he's a star too. But like I'm seeing right through that.
Yeah.
So it's time for the WWF title match. Jeff Jarrett coming out.
Yeah. Now, if this was 10 years later, and we were in Orlando, Florida, at the Impact Zone, Jeff Jarrett would be winning.
Oh, absolutely. And
Because
that
he'd be
match
bucking
did happen,
himself.
I'm pretty sure, in late 2004, early 2005.
Yeah, no, they did. I think it was against all odds, 2005.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because Jarrett, lost to Kevin Nash almost every time in WCW. So, but, realistically, Jeff Jarrett lost every time.
Yeah.
Because he had to give Kevin Nash money to come to Impact in 2005. And really, Kevin Nash probably had no value at that point. So let's say Kevin Nash got $100,000. He won at the end of the day.
Start your engines. Oh, there's a truck. Watch out.
No value at that point.
Well, come on, 2005?
Dude, don't be a dick, okay?
I was watching some Impact, right? I was getting in some Impact 2006, and Dallas knows about this because I've talked about it a few times. And I see Kevin Nash on the screen, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is this guy up to? So I started again in like June of 2006, and Kevin Nash is feuding with Chris Sabin in 2006. And I'm like, what in the world is he doing with Chris Sabin?
Why not, man?
He's on like a mission to like end the X Division.
It's weird that Nash has like a light beard when his signature looks the goatee.
It's that slow transition. He's sick of being Diesel. He's sick of it. He wants to be
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
It is a weird look, though. Here, let me not hold up the belt and just hold up my other arm instead.
Yeah.
Why would you hold up the belt?
Yeah. Hopefully Nash just beats his ass here, I guess, right?
No, this is going to be a 35-minute classic.
I also hate his theme song. I'm sorry. Like, I really don't like it. Yeah. Yeah. It's...
Well, you know what? If I was Diesel, I'd be really concerned because I just saw a gassed up Psycho Sid coming out to the ring.
Oh, that's a really good point, though.
If I was the booker, I'm like, holy shit. Psycho Sid is fucking a monster. I'm putting the strap on Psycho.
Diesel is
what am
like
I doing?
the dollar store Psycho Sid.
Yeah.
Dude, Diesel's coming out with lightning
and then
fast
Jeff
moves
Jarrett's
right
like,
now.
Jeff Jarrett is the clearance of the dollar store version of Shawn Michaels.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So
this is going to be like a less than 10-minute match, 100%.
I would imagine.
Lightning fast offense because Diesel was running slow as fuck to get him off the rope.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He just he clotheslined Jarrett over the top to the floor.
And Jarrett's attire is breaking off.
Yeah, it's broken. Two of the straps.
He's like, God damn it. I just paid $300 for this.
Do you not realize that strap will cost me 17 paydays from the USWA because they only pay me about a nickel?
I can't wait to beat you in 2005.
Yeah.
I like the Jeff Jarrett.
Hey, Diesel, there should have been a promo where he was like, Diesel, are you ready to cross the line? And they would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, don't worry about it. You'll get it. Cross the line. Monty Brown, get in here. And they're going to be like, who the hell is Monty Brown? He's like, don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about. AJ Styles, he's going to be really good. I'll beat him too. And they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Razor Ramon, he'll be on the first show. And they're like, dude, stop it. You don't know what you're talking about.
Diesel's getting his ass beat now. I like how Jeff Jarrett's got to wrestle 16 matches in one night for the USWA.
That's usually how it works.
Holy.
He's got thrown across the ring here with a chokehold. Diesel's got him up. Oh, almost the snake eyes.
This doesn't make any sense for me because I feel like Jeff Jarrett should be the babyface fighting the bigger guy. Like the underdog, and now he's getting...
Yeah, it's hard to be the underdog when you're 7-2.
Holy crap. Yeah. The ref is literally pulling Jarrett by his hair to get him off of Diesel when he's punching him in the corner. Rhodey hops up. Diesel hits Rhodey against the post. Now Jarrett lightning fast over the top rope.
Right on the road.
Shit.
I want to point out
that
when Diesel sent Rhodey into the ring post face first, realistically, Rhodey's forehead was about 7 miles away from the ring post, and he just used his hands to slap against the post and then fell to the ground.
And he did the rubber leg thing.
Where he did. Yeah. Like in WCW, they would replay that 17,000 times for you to see it.
For sure.
Yeah, he definitely didn't hit it.
And then for Jarrett to get flung out over the ropes wicked fast and to barely land on Rhodey, who Rhodey looked like he wasn't even waiting for it. He just
he wasn't. I don't know if he was ready for that. That was so. I can't believe how he just threw him over there.
Oh shit, that was funny.
I think this is my favorite match I've watched since doing this with you guys.
I mean, there's not really stiff competition to go against this right now.
No, this is fun. I like this.
So now they're playing tug of war with Jeff Jarrett.
Rhodey's getting pulled into the ring.
The ref
come on, Earl.
In the chest.
What? Are you kidding me?
Rhodey was getting pulled in. He was draped over the top rope. The ref kicks him in the chest so he would get kicked down and roll out the ring.
You can't tell me Earl Hebner's not the best ref. I mean,
this dude is
hilarious.
Yeah, this is funny.
Does that mean next week it's going to be Diesel and Earl Hebner against Jeff Jarrett and the Roadie or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Holy crap. They're going... Okay, so back from commercial. Jarrett, like, booty bumps Diesel out of the ring. And, like, we've gone over that top rope at least 5 times in this match.
Yeah, Rhodey comes off the apron with a clothesline on Diesel.
I've never seen Diesel take back-to-back bumps like that before in my life.
Yeah, me neither.
What the hell?
I think Jarrett's going over, guys.
Jarrett's asking Earl Hebner, what is that on the turnbuckle pad? I've never seen this before. Usually in Memphis, it's just a piece of paper. I rip it off, and then you just go with it.
As all he does is throw him into the post. It's not like it's really a legal move. Well, I mean, you shouldn't do it, but like...
And now Rhodey just asked, what is that on the middle one? To distract Hebner. Is Hebner going to fall for it like 9 more times because it's all over the ring?
Well, if you notice, he was like, whatever, Rhodey. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He just kept reffing. Diesel on the outside here. What is he going for? The count out victory?
No, he
he just broke up. Yeah, he just broke up the count.
Come on, Jeff. Get your guitar and hit him over the head.
No. He's the chosen one.
Slap nuts. 1, 2. Oh.
That's the best Jeff Jarrett. I don't care what anybody says.
For sure. Chosen one? Get out of here. He freaking killed Beetlejuice. That was great.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is like, whatever, slap nuts. What'd you say to me? Whatever, slap nuts. And he just...
And he literally destroys them.
Yeah.
And it was like at a commercial break, and it's like a random... They don't even tell you what's going on. It just happens.
I don't even know if like Shivani and them even addressed it.
I think they did. I think they did afterwards or like the next week or something. But like, they didn't. It was so random.
I love it.
Come on, Jeff. Just win the strap.
I hate that move. The run and then they're in the middle ropes and he comes down with the leg over the top. I hate that.
It's weird.
How do you guys feel about when the Guardian Angel slides under the ring and then punches him? How do you feel about that?
I don't like it either.
Oh, okay.
I don't like him at all.
Oh.
Wow. Diesel just got planted forehead first on that bulldog.
And did a flip.
That was actually a good sell for... That was a good sell for Diesel messing up the bump.
Yeah. It's because his legs are too...
He's doing it.
Yeah.
Jeff's going to the top again.
I'm sure Razor Ramon is probably backstage. He's pissed off that he did the bulldog spot.
Probably.
Crossbody. Ricky Steamboat's livid. Oh, that's a 2 count.
Oh, he kicked out. He threw Jarrett over Earl Hebner.
Oh, boy. Diesel starting to fuel up. That's the version of hulking up. He's fueling up. Oh, boy. Here it is.
Big sidewalk slam.
It's boom.
That's his signature move. It's done.
Yeah.
He's going to go for the big bad booty power bomb.
God.
Or the jackknife, one of the two.
Whatever. I think he's gonna do a springboard moonsault.
Oh, Snake Eyes! It's another classic.
Oh boy, here we go.
Now we gotta go for the big boot. Right? Lift flag, lift flag.
Oh, leg drop. Do it. brother. Jarrett's like, what the hell is going on?
That's right, baby. Big Daddy, cool.
Enjoy this for now, Diesel, because in 10 years, you're going to be on your back.
Doing the work.
Yeah. You'll be doing the job, brother. Don't you worry. Counter it. Counter it.
Boom.
Wow.
Jackknife.
Well, it's got to be it.
Brody's going to do something.
Yeah, he just looked over at Rhodey like, oh, okay. That's
that. They just jobbed out the IC champ.
No, we didn't get jobbed out.
He got jobbed out.
No. He got some good offense in there.
Yeah, he did.
For Jarrett, that was the best I've seen him.
Go get him, Rhodey. Go get him.
Rhodey got dreadlocks?
I don't know what's going on. Go get him.
Oh,
oh. Holy crap.
He just ate the foot. Why does Rhodey, a country music road agent guy, have cornrows like fucking Slim Shady?
Is he? He's not gonna powerbomb him too. That's not right.
I really like how Diesel's like Jackknife. He don't give a shit. He literally just picks you up and drops you like you're done.
Yeah. I
love it.
Rhodey's going up for the ride. Boom.
Oh. You just flat back that.
A little whiplash for you. If I was Rhodey, I'd no sell it. I'd stand right up and say, "Do it again, bitch."
I'm surprised Bob Backlund didn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Diesel, this is fake, motherfucker. This chicken wing ain't. Just grabs the microphone on a live Raw. Hey, Vince, this shit's fake. And he just puts him in the chicken.
Shawn Michaels is coming down with Sid now.
Big Daddy Sid Vicious.
This is the ex-girlfriend trying to make the guy jealous with his with her new boyfriend.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Diesel's like
and Sid's trying to act like I'm definitely not a second option. Like I'm way better than
I'm the only option.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna stand behind Shawn Michaels forever because he really convinced me on those marshmallows and the hot chocolate, and I will have his back forever because I used to burn my tongue all the time, but now with the marshmallows on it, it really prevents a lot of burn. So
Diesel's like, I've tasted that hot chocolate. I've been where you've been.
All right, back from commercial break, and the cameraman hands Jim Cornette a microphone.
Jim Cornette has like 3 microphones. What the hell's going on?
Let me tell you something, Vince. This was a bunch of bullshit tonight. I can't believe this goddamn show.
Oh, it's because his headset doesn't work.
The fact that Sid ain't the champion is a bunch of bullshit, too. What are they talking about next week? Yeah. Oh, these assholes are still out here?
Yeah. Does that mean Diesel's still in the ring, or did he just casually walk by them?
And he's got to be in the ring still.
Yeah, probably. Sid looks fucking pissed. Oh, boy.
Sid's my favorite.
What are they doing? They're not doing anything.
They're just staring.
He's a freak. He's a weirdo. I don't know. That's what Jim Cornette's saying.
Sid hasn't blinked, I think, the entire time.
I don't think he has eyelids.
He might not.
He's just like a reptile. When he blinks, his eyes go like sideways and then they come back out.
Are they seriously still staring at Diesel?
Dude, yeah. Now they're gonna go down there and beat his ass.
Now they're walking to the ring.
It's like the Shield.
Oh, that's funny. Jim Cornette goes, "Vince, you handed me this microphone," and Vince goes, "I did," and starts laughing because we clearly saw the cameraman hand him the microphone.
Yeah. Also, Diesel's not in the ring, so unless he escaped through the crowd, he might have walked right by them.
Either that, or they had everybody go backstage. Yeah. Diesel go backstage, and then they came back out.
Shawn did take his little vest off, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I like how Shawn took his vest off to look just as jacked and ripped as Sid, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
I think one of the best parts of Sid's look is his hair.
Absolutely.
Who else could pull that off?
It's true.
A blonde Jerry curl on a white man.
Maybe that's why. Why are they getting a zoom on his nipple?
They're like, yeah, see these tits? These are psycho tits.
And Sid gave him a look like, my eyes are up here, asshole.
Yeah.
So Shawn basically talks crap about Diesel, and that's literally it. We just came back from commercial for nothing.
Yeah.
What the hell?
One-on-one with Tatanka?
Native American Tatanka, he said.
What is this from? Oh, just clips?
Yeah.
It's Tatanka talking shit.
We need more hype for the Tatanka Lex Luger feud that no one likes.
Yeah, the backstory of Tatanka joining the group and all this shit.
Lex Luger's eating money. It's not very sanitary. Tatanka bought a suit at Target, and he's so happy about it.
But he still wears the Tatanka gear. Like, what are you doing?
I don't. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, here we go. Footage from last Sunday.
Oh my God,
Corporation struck.
Who's the fat guy in the ring?
Is that Chief J?
I don't know. Just got his ass chopped off the top rope.
Lex Luger will have Chief J Strongbow in his corner.
Are you kidding me? These guys are wrestling again next week on the 100th episode.
This is the draw.
This is Todd saying good night.
Lex Luger against Tatanka. Great. Hopefully Sid just comes out every episode now and powerbombs everybody.
Next week, we better see Sid drop Chief J Strongbow right on his ass.
Right through the announcer's table. And then he sets him on fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then that turns into Tatanka's babyface turn because he's probably like, what the hell, man? That's my dad. Like, what? Drama. And then you go to the next week's episode.
Dun, 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 dun.
If this was General Hospital, that's what they... Dun, 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 dun. He burned Tatanka's father alive. Bum, 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 bum. But don't call him psycho. Dun, 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 dun. He burned him because he made his hot chocolate too hot. It's next Sid week. Vicious against Tatanka.
The draw.
In memory of Chief J Strongbow.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I thought that was a pretty good episode, really, all things considered.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was really good.
Sid is back in the picture. He has not been in the WWF since late April of '92.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Of course, he had a little bit of a run there in WCW, but then he decided, hey, I kind of want to try to kill Arn Anderson in this hotel. And then he stabbed him about 19 times with scissors. And then he played softball for about a year, and now he's back. So
imagine Sid on your softball team. Like, you're going to win.
I would hope so.
That guy's
win. Enormous.
The baseball bat looks like a toothpick.
Yeah.
And if you don't let Sid win, he's going to kill you. Like, legit kill you in the parking lot.
Oh, well, yeah.
Someone needs to interview him and be like, hey, man, I don't want to talk to you about wrestling. I want to talk to you about softball. So what's your record? What have you accomplished? What position do you play? Do you have any footage that you want to upload to YouTube and we can just like watch it or something? That'd be great. What if Sid was like, I actually have recorded every game from 1986 till present day. So if you guys want to watch, I'd be like, what? Okay.
High Spot starts selling the tape. Sid's softball career.
Turns out, plot twist, Sid Vicious sucks.
Yeah.
He is horrible at softball. He has only had 3 hits his entire career. He just constantly pops up to the second baseman every single time he goes up. They have him play catcher, but every time the ball goes right by him, so the games last 7 hours because he can't stop.
Well, either way, I'm glad to see Sid back here, whether he sucks at softball or not. I would say, too, Diesel and Jeff Jarrett had a way more entertaining match than I thought they were going to. Maybe not for the right reasons, but I really enjoyed that one. Can't really say much else about the rest of the show. King's Court was stupid other than, hey, it's fucking Sid who came out.
Which was the point, though.
I don't know how I feel about the racial undertones that they're going for Brett and Hakushi, though. It's
I mean, yeah, because if you think about it, Brett has had that alleged against him before. Think about like the Nation shit with like DX saying that Brett was a racist and all this shit. So I don't know. Maybe there's some truth. Maybe Bret Hart is a little, he don't like him. But I think it's a very poor feud angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I enjoyed it for the most part. I don't know if Diesel and Jarrett had a solid match, but I would try to avoid having my new Intercontinental champion losing cleanly on television.
Yeah. I agree.
Probably other guys to put in that spot.
I mean, I agree. It makes sense, but at the same time, I also feel like, he got some decent offense in. So it's not.
It wasn't a squash by any means.
No, it's not a squash, and it was really shocking. He did like a swinging neck breaker and stuff like that. So he did get some good offense, and there was good energy with it too. But
I'll be honest, I don't think Jarrett loses anything at all from losing cleanly to the champ. In my opinion,
I would agree with that. But again, I don't know. I just would want to build him up more.
Yeah,
because this is just a quick turnaround from Royal Rumble. This is maybe a month.
Right.
If you do this match like 2 months down the road, number one is probably a good match. But then it even means more because Diesel.
Yeah, there's more heat behind it.
Yeah, he would have beaten a guy that's been champion for a few months and has won matches. Whatever.
Right.
I would rather them just put like King Kong Bundy on this episode and have Diesel beat him that way.
I would not rather that.
Okay. Yeah. How about Tatanka then?
Okay.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Just fill in the void. Just put somebody else in there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start a countdown here for when Sid wins all the championships, because now that Scott Steiner is no longer in the World Wrestling Federation, he was my original put all the belts on him. Unfortunately, that never happened.
Yeah.
Hopefully now, Sid Vicious gets all the championships. They should even create championships for him to hold.
The Sid Vicious Heavyweight Championship.
There you go.
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah, the ruler of the world
title.
Cup. Yeah, just anything. Give him a plaque. It would be great.
I think he needs to get away from Shawn Michaels immediately.
It's unnecessary. Here's the thing. Neither one of these people need each other.
That's the whole thing. Shawn, in the first place, doesn't need anybody.
No.
I can't imagine it's gonna last very long.
Sid is a decent talker, so he doesn't need Shawn to cut promos for him.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think even if you did bring Sid in and had him have a manager, it wouldn't hurt. Because when Sid's on the mic, I don't know. It's like, what did he talk about? Just don't talk.
My favorite thing, this is even when he goes to WCW like a couple years later. He's always like whispering. He's like, I am the master. Right. But then he'll like stutter or something, and he'll literally be like, oh, pardon me. Like a Southern gentleman. Like he's gonna, oh, Goldberg, I'm gonna rip your face off your face or something. And he'll be like, oh wait, oh, pardon me. I'm gonna rip your face off of your skull. It's like, who are you apologizing to, and why? Like, what?
Yeah, he definitely.
You should be like, I didn't stutter. I knew exactly what I fucking said. Like this big boot, Mean Gene in the face.
That's so funny.
No, he definitely does that.
It's so funny.
That's right, and like Sid is definitely entertaining on the mic, but I don't think that that's kind of what they're going for here. Like, I don't think they want people to be like, oh, wow, okay. I think they want people to be scared of him. Like, hey, this is a big mean guy. So he probably realistically shouldn't be on the mic talking very much, and probably should have a mouthpiece with him. But as far as the WWF, I think other than Cornette, you don't really have anybody to do that. So I guess it is what it is for now.
Well, so is this a fair assessment to say that really, from maybe aside from Shawn Michaels, is Sid right now? Well, I guess they're trying to maybe make Bam Bam like the number one heel, but is Sid Vicious like the top heel now? He's just come in. He has no real, affiliation with anybody aside from Shawn Michaels. He hasn't lost to anybody. He hasn't had any major feuds. Fresh off of the softball fields. Is he like the top bad guy?
I wouldn't say so.
Is it Shawn still, or are we gonna say
Yeah,
Bam Bam?
I hate to say it. I think they're still trying to have him play second fiddle to Shawn. I think Shawn's the one they're going with.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty obvious. I wouldn't be surprised to see Shawn have the belt before the end of the year, if not WrestleMania. Yeah, I don't know. I think that unfortunately Sid has come during a time where Shawn's really blossoming as a performer and as a heel. So I think it's going to be hard for him to break away from that and even charge ahead, because Sid is Sid. We know what Sid's about. We know who he is. You're not going to really get anything different from Sid. Shawn is going to drastically become, I think, better as the year progresses in a very exponential sort of way. So I think, unfortunately, he's just going to kind of be pegged at that position by default. Second fiddle, as far as heel goes.
Yeah, as long as he's with Shawn Michaels, he's definitely taking a back seat.
So
Yeah.
Would you guys? So, is it just a matter of with Shawn, you don't want him with anybody, or should Sid just kind of be a solo act?
Sid should be a lone wolf.
He's a solo act. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Lone wolf, lunatic. I'm not loyal to anybody. I'm not even loyal to myself. And then he beats himself up. Like, that's who Sid is.
Yeah. I think he's much needed just because on the heel side, they're so, I don't want to say weak, but there's not a lot of depth.
Yeah.
He's a huge guy, which you definitely need.
Yeah. And he's credible. Like all these other big guys that they've brought in recently,
Yeah.
Bundy is not credible anymore. Just so many, Yokozuna is gone. Like, he's nothing.
Right. How interested would you guys be in a potential Diesel Sid feud if that were to take place, whether it's for the World Championship or not?
I think on paper it sounds really great, but I can't imagine the match is going to be that great. It's just they're just like two.
It's the same guy. It's the same
yeah.
guy. It's like Shawn Jericho, but it's Diesel and Sid. Like, it's the same. They do the same moves, same speed. It's just the same. I don't
want to know what my favorite Sid versus Nash match is.
What?
Yeah.
It's from Starrcade 1999, a powerbomb
I
match.
knew it was 99, you motherfucker. I knew it.
And neither one of them hit the powerbomb. Kevin Nash tricks the referee into thinking that he powerbombed Sid.
Oh my god!
Because he's too lazy to pick him up and do the move.
I knew you were gonna say
that.
What
a great finish!
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the egos are too big. I think the guys are too big. I think the styles are too similar. I personally wouldn't be interested in that, but then again, with Sid, I don't know who you put him against right now. I guess Brett maybe, but no, you don't want to see a technical match. You just want to see Sid beat somebody up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's an interesting time for Sid to come in because now at this point we are 5 episodes. We're about 5 weeks away, I should say, from WrestleMania 11.
Wow.
And there is, in fact, a special Sunday Night Slam that took place in March of '95, leading into the event. So I'll probably end up having to send that to you guys through Google Drive.
Okay.
And, we'll watch that one. I believe that Sunday Night Slam would be the last kind of equivalent of what Clash of the Champions is for them. I don't think they would have a lead-in like that until 2006 when they brought back Saturday Night's Main Event or whatever it was. So.
Okay.
Should be interesting to see kind of what they put on Sunday Night Slam because, again, usually with the March to WrestleManias and stuff like that, it's been an enjoyable show, and arguably the March to WrestleMania 9 is better than actual WrestleMania 9.
Yeah.
That we've stated numerous times. And if you have not watched that show, you need to. Just go to the Hulk Hogan promo where he talks about being in a kiddie pool with sharks and tag championships,
stinky mermaids,
and Jimmy Hart's doing. I don't know what's going on in it, but
man,
bizarre promo.
That's still one of the highlights of ICOPOD history.
100%. 100%. All right. Do you guys have anything else here for episode 117, or are we good to continue our journey to WrestleMania 11?
I'm excited. I feel like it's actually WrestleMania season now. Like, oh, Sid's here. Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, like that's a major surprise that like kind of needed to.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the show was pretty good. I think it was really. There's a lot. I mean, besides the Blue Brothers, but
that's it.
I mean, besides that part.
And LT next week, like that'll be big.
Yeah, I forgot about that. LT will be there. Lex Luger taking on Tatanka for about the 1,000th time already.
Yeah, but that's a credible match. I mean, that's a decent match to have on your Raw. You know, it's two guys that have feuded for a while. So I don't know. Hopefully next week will be, if not just as good, maybe even a little bit better than this week.
We'll see.
I doubt it. You must be delirious during this whole pandemic because I don't think the Lex Luger Tatanka match is going to be better than Diesel and Jeff Jarrett.
They're both your guy. You love Lex Luger. You love Tatanka. So they're both your guy.
I like the narcissist Lex Luger.
Okay, well, what is the last two words in that?
And also, Luger. I like the total package.
Yeah. Right.
When he decides not to go by Lex Luger and just go by the total package.
So that's fine.
Yeah, that's a great version. And then Tatanka, yeah, all right, cool. He's a good guy.
You like him.
He's been a babyface this whole time.
Can you please pay him to do an opening already, Bob?
No, because I kind of saw his whole thing. He's always like standing by a pool and there's birds chirping. Be kind of weird.
Dude,
I think it's worth it.
He's doing his best.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should be like, hey, Tatanka, can you just recite this? And he'd be like, hi, guys, it's me, Native American Tatanka. Shawn Michaels didn't scout me. And you're listening to ICOPOD. I'd be like, yeah, man, thanks.
No, he's got to do like he's got to do the thing.
Oh, dude, for sure. For sure.
I'm sure he would.
How you got fucking Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner to do this shit? I'll never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was really awkward typing in like the directions for him to be like, can you say Big Bad Booty Daddy? Because I think he said that this is the Big Bad Booty Daddy, Scott Steiner. You're listening to ICOPOD.
You type the promo for him. He's like,
yeah, it's just really awkward. To like, hey man, can you say that? Can you say Big Bad Booty Daddy?
Yeah.
I saw that Sid was actually on there too, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta send it to Sid. Yeah, but knowing my luck, Sid wouldn't respond for like 3 years.
Bro, that's 100% worth it. Now he just came. I think we need that just in time for.
Dude, you gotta get Sid. Are you kidding?
All right, I'll try. I don't know if he's available anymore, but
all right. Well,
when he gets available again, I'll have to be like, Sid, here's the promo. I need you to cut a promo like it's 1995. You just came out in Macon, Georgia. You need to be quiet. Like, this is Sid. Vicious. The master. The ruler of the world. And you're listening to ICOPOD.
I'm sorry. Can I do that again?
I'm sorry. Can I do it over again? Oh my God.
Pardon me.
You guys have half the brain. I have half the brain that all you listeners out there do. No, Sid. God
Dude,
damn it.
you gotta get him.
Guys, it's me, Sid Vicious, letting you know right now that leg injury that I had at Sin 2001, I faked it. It wasn't real. Scott Steiner, though, I hear that you did a fucking opener for this show. Why did you kick me in the forehead, you son of a bitch? Shouldn't have done that. That was rude.
They feud.
Yeah, they feud through the openers.
Yeah.
Send the direction to Scott. Scott, go listen to episode 118 of ICOPOD and give me your reaction to what Sid had to say about you.
You tweet it to him.
Yeah, I proceed to spend like $50 per guy just to continue the feud on the show. I end up going $6,000 in debt because these guys keep on cutting promos, and the only way that they do it is through me, and I have to give them money to continue the feud.
Every promo.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, I definitely think we should get Sid booked here. If he's like more than $50 though, you probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean they don't charge you unless they like do it.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous that Sid doesn't follow direction very well.
Oh, probably not. Absolutely. Well, yeah, so I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this WrestleMania, even though the card seems a little shaky. Like, we have 5 weeks to go, and do we really know what's going on? No.
I mean, aside from Shawn and Diesel, the answer to that is no.
Yeah, so I'm definitely expecting, like, we're going to start ramping it up with the fucking WrestleMania reports and, like, all this bullshit.
Yeah, they'll probably start, like, the first episode of March. Although I should say that it's very evident here that Bigelow and LT is probably going to be happening as well. So we know really about 2 matches.
Yeah, realistically, yes. But at the same time, I feel like in the years past since we've watched, at least by now 3 matches for sure concrete announced.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. It seems like they're like off the ball a little bit. But hopefully that means it'll make for better TV because they really got to ramp it up and get their shit in before the big show. So hopefully we're going to kind of benefit from that. And that's what I'm expecting. Is that what we're going to get? Who knows? But I am excited for the couple of TVs before we get to the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that we have no idea what Brett's up to. Although I'm assuming that they might go Brett Hakushi or something at WrestleMania.
Who knows? And like you said, it is weird because Brett's been like the figurehead of WrestleMania the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So it is weird.
Yeah, this is his era really for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
To say the least. All right, you guys got anything else here? Or are we good to wrap up this episode?
I'm good.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right. For Dallas Gridley and Austin Skinner, I am Bob Conley Jr., and this has been ICOPOD.
You got